What we got here is a 2004 Ford Freestar, and the middle tail light is not working, so we'll pass inspection. So if I can do this myself, it's worth doing. If I can't, it's not worth it. One of the first things you got to do to get access to this panel is unscrew this handle, and it's not a screw. It requires a socket. There we go. Looks like that was a 5/16 socket. It looks like there's also a couple of screws. Piece of cake. Small duct tape. I don't know what I was doing with that. Looks like the housing unit for the tail light is connected to the same assembly as holds the windshield washer motor or windshield wiper motor. So I'm gonna have to try to, I guess, undo all these bolts to get that off in order to access the lamp. So this is a 8mm socket. Take off the, I guess that's the wiper motor. Disconnect the light connector and undo the last bolt. See if it comes out. As expected, it's not disconnecting from the windshield wiper, but I think there may just be enough clearance to get it out. Up here, where the brake light is, it looks like there's a couple of plastic tabs that need to be popped in order to get the light out. And on this side, it looks like one's broken, and on this is an old car. Looks like there's some, I don't know whether it's broken or what, but try to get this off. Ugh. All this is dry rot. Anyway, looks like the light comes out. There it is. Prior to replacing this thing, I'm going to make sure it's actually broken if I can by just checking one more time if I reconnect to see if it works. Let me know if you see anything. So I bought this back in 2013. This cost me $110. Plug it in, see if it works. Sweet. So now I will reinstall this light into the housing. It can only fit one way because of the location of the electrical connector. And the little red tabs just click on there like that. Here we are. And then make the connection. And then bolt it back up.
Make sure to reconnect all the electrical connectors. There should just be one for the windshield, sorry, for the rear window wiper motor. Before you go to button it up, make sure that you have both electrical connectors done and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts torqued. 4 bolts torqued, pardon me. When reinstalling the trim, these end pieces need to tuck inside these areas right here. Then I just hammer on it in various locations to make sure that the spring clips engage. I'm treating this like only a car with 212,000 miles can be treated. Reinstall the trim screws 2 places with a Phillips head screwdriver. My recommendation is don't lose the fasteners for these things because they won't go on without the fasteners. So as I mentioned, this fan's really old. Over the years I've had to take that panel off a bunch of time, and this is the pull down handle for that. Well, in that time the backing to these installation holes through which the screws are supposed to be fastened, they've just completely ripped out. So I could put a screw in here, but it wouldn't hold it on. I had been living with only 1 screw, and at this point it's not worth it, so I'm not putting it back. But you may find this, I mean, it's really not necessary. Just another hole. Let's go see how it looks. Did it work?